Hey, what's up out there? I wanted to make a video recently about some misinformation that was put out by some prepper channels, two prepper channels, by the way. And their argument was that it's really not worth growing vegetables because primarily it's just cheaper to buy it than it is to actually grow it yourself. That some idea they said, well, I can buy it off the Amish for cheaper than I can grow it. First of all, I've never found that to be true. Second of all, if the Amish are growing it so cheap and so good that they can sell it to you for a profit, why is your first thought not, what do the Amish do that I should be doing? Now, I know on my channel it's not essentially the poster for bountiful yields and big time harvests like some people would have. First of all, I don't really have the land for it, and most of my land is actually taken up with ornamental trees. But I do grow some stuff on the side just to see if I can grow it, just to give myself the ability to grow it if I need to. And what I have here is a collard green that I grew in pure sand. Now, some people seem to be getting habituated into this idea that they have to go out and buy the latest, greatest super soil from a big box store like Home Depot or Lowe's, etc. Sand works good. And you might be thinking, yeah, but maybe this sand is like something you've used in the past and you know it works, something like that. No, this sand, I literally, and I know it sounds like a joke, I got this sand from the same place homeless hang out and throw their beer bottles and their cigarette butts. When I drove by the place, I got a bucket, I got out of the car, I took a few scoops, I put it in this container, and I brought it home with me. And I had to pick out some glass and a few other debris. But all in all, this is that bad type of sand. This is that really fine sand. This stuff was practically hard pan when I dug it out of the ground. And yet, I'm still getting this nice collard green growing here from nothing but sand. No additives, no compost, no nothing. I don't pay for fertilizer per se. I don't pay for the soil. I've paid practically nothing for this. So I don't understand how people can say that it would be cheaper to buy collard greens at the store than to grow them when I've grown this for free soil. This pot I've had for ages. It was given to me by a family member, and I don't pay for fertilization. I use sustainable and organic means, and that's it. I paid almost nothing for collard greens that would otherwise cost me $3, $3.50. So, like I said, ultimately I don't get it. I don't get where these people are coming from. So ultimately what I think is going on here is a lot of people are getting brainwashed by big corporations to think that soil is essentially what you buy in the bag at the store. That is not soil. That is mostly compost. Soil by definition is sand, silt, and clay. Those are mineral based, not dead organic matter. Okay? Those come from the rock cycle, not from the carbon cycle. Okay, the big difference there. And if you want to know of a very good source who has promoted sand, his name is Gary Matsuoka. Gary Matsuoka has been involved in owning a nursery for a very long time in Orange County, California. He knows his stuff. He's been doing it a long time. He knows the research. He knows the practical applications. And he himself has said that sand and mineral-based soils are the best thing he's ever come across. And not just himself, but other growers that he knows of and other farmers in that area. And he has in one of his videos a sample where he shows a sample of soil, a grayish looking, sandy looking soil, and it was sandy loam. And he said a farmer gave that to him, and he said that was the best soil he ever had. And he said it was basically pretty much sand. So don't knock sand, don't knock sustainable farming methods. Make sure you don't buy into too much hype, and pay attention to the people who are really professionals and have really proven themselves over the years. Stay with the real information and ditch the fake stuff. Have a good weekend.